The Jaguar XJ220 celebrates 30 years. Jaguar recalls a time when neither the Honda NSX nor the Ferrari 512TR could handle it. In 1992, the XJ220 Supersport acted as a fiction. You are watching review of Jaguar XJ220. You are watching Old Cars Reviews. Jaguar engineers have always been a bunch of clever enthusiasts who hate to lose. It is no surprise, then, that in the mid-1980s, the idea of a car that would beat such legends as the Ferrari F40 or Porsche 959 began to erode them. It was not just the idea, so in 1988 they presented their first supersport concept at the British Motor Show. It had a 500 horsepower 6.2 12-cylinder engine in the middle, which transmitted its power to all four wheels. Jaguar never counted on its series production, but the huge response from wealthy clients to the exhibited car forced the carmaker's management to consider the possible production of a limited series of extra-powerful Jaguar. After a series of conjectures and complex economic recalculations, the final decision was finally made. If people want to, we will produce 350 pieces. The vehicle was designed by Keith Helfet, and in December 1989, production began in series with TWR, Tom Walkinshaw Racing. The solid aluminum construction had a honeycomb-like structure, making the 5-meter pancake with the Jaguar logo weighing only 1,456 kilograms. The Jaguar was thus lighter than the Ferrari 512TR or Lamborghini Diablo. The 6.2 V12 engine and all-wheel drive did not survive the transformation of the concept into a serial car. Therefore the 3.5 V6 24 volts engine derived from the XJR10 and XJR11 racing specials appeared in the serial XJ220. Two Garrett T3 turbochargers took care of its supercharging. At operating temperature, it delivered max power approximately 542 horsepower and torque 646 Nm. However, these numbers varied significantly with ambient temperature, and in practice it turned out that the Jaguar XJ220 often had an output of up to 580 horsepower. In direct proportion to this, the value of torque also increased, which in optimal conditions only narrowly fell below the 700 Nm limit. The designers knew this, so its propulsion mechanism was considerably oversized. Between the engine and the 5-speed manual transmission was a 2-disc clutch AP racing. The prototype with serial number 001 was produced by hand in a new factory in Bloxham as early as 1990. The vehicle with serial number 002 reached a speed of 299 km per hour on the Bruntingthorpe test track in September of the same year. The pre-production prototype, designated the 004, was used in 1991 for rigorous testing of tires and high-speed performance at Fort Stockton, Texas. Andy Wallace reached a top speed of 343 km per hour. Subsequently, the vehicle was technically adapted to the competition conditions and with Justin Law behind the wheel raced in the British GT Cup Series. At the end of its competitive career, the vehicle was put back into operation on normal roads. The first serial copy for the customer was completed in June 1992 and its sale price was £470,000. Elton John and the Sultan of Brunei are among the owners of this gem. Production of the XJ220 ceased in 1994.